So let's talk a bit more about these useful packages or classes and packages. So we have already seen some packages. So BiblaTeX we've used, but there are and AMS Math we also used. But there are various useful packages that one can use, and SI Unit X is probably useful for quite many, particularly when you take physics courses and things like that, because it helps you typeset SI units correctly. Makes life a lot easier. So that's a useful package. You also have the listings package, which is used to list source code. So that's nice when you take the computer science courses, if you have to write a report and include any code. Now, how do you learn how to use these packages properly? So we have the man pages for the terminal, and we have something similar for LaTeX too. So all these packages have proper documentation. And if you use an Ubuntu system like I've used here in the lecture, it usually runs TeX Live, and then you can use the TeX program, and then you just write the package name, and it will open the documentation for you. So if we use AMS Math, it will open the PDF with the AMS Math package documentation. So there you can read a lot of interesting stuff. So you can see here displayed equations. So if you have single equations or if you want to do other things, so we can try. It also tells you how to handle equation numbering and things like that. And you can how to do matrices and things like that. So everything you could possibly need to know is in here. So the same for BiblaTeX to how to do your references and book tabs for handling the tables and so on. So that's useful. So, but let's continue with one example. So we have the SI Unit X package. So a lot of the time we want to typeset some sentence containing SI units. So for instance, this example sentence, a standard ruler is 30 centimeters. It cannot measure data since the unit for data is kibibytes or kilobytes. And the code for this is that, yes, we need the SI Unit X package, and we need to specify that we want the binary units as well to get kibibyte and kilobyte. And the advantage of using SI Unit X is because it will give you the perfect typographical distance between the number and the unit. So it's not a full space, same as you see here, but it's not no space either. So it is like half a space that you should have between there. So it solves that problem for you. And if you look at the code, how to accomplish this, we see here to typeset that 30 centimeter, we have the SI unit command here, we type 30, and then we can write centimeter like this, and it will solve the problem for us. And in the case we just want to typeset the unit, we have SI in capitals, and then we just type the unit that we're interested in, and that will solve our problem. Now, we won't try that in our example document. You can experiment with that yourselves. But we will mention another document class. So we've used the article so far. And these slides I mentioned, these are written in LaTeX 2. And then you should use the document class Beamer. And it looks exactly the same as in other when you typeset a document. So you have the preamble. So I've put the preamble in a separate file here, so you can use the input command to input everything from this file as if it was written in this place. And then we have the begin and end document, same as usual. And then I have some contents here. I have the references. So if you want those, you need to put the print bibliography in a frame. So everything you do here is in frames. So if we go to the actual contents of this slide, so we remember the history section in the beginning. That was just a section, and then we had a subsection, Metafont, Tech, and LaTeX. And then we had a frame which creates a slide, and then we just had begin itemize to construct a bulleted list, same as we would do in a document to create a bulleted list. And we can have another begin itemize to have a bulleted list inside the bulleted list, and it will be properly typeset, as you might remember what it looked like. And then we continue and just end itemize and end frame, and then we're done. And in the case of slides, when I have references in the slides, yes, this is what they will look like. And that's the end of the LaTeX session.